An auto insurance company tracks the experience of its first-year and multi-year policyholders separately. First-year policyholders account for 15% of the business, while multi-year account for rest. The number of claims reported to the company in a year by a first-year policyholder follows Poisson with mean 0.5, while the number of claims reported to the company in a year by a multi-year policyholder follows Poisson with mean 0.2. Calculate the probability that a policyholder is a first-year policyholder given that the policyholder reports at least one claim. So we are given that the first-year policyholder accounts for 15% of the business. Therefore, the multi-year policyholders will account for 85%. Let X be the number of claims by a first-year policyholder and Y be the number of claims by a multi-year policyholder. Then, by the Poisson formula, since we are given that the mean number of claims for the first-year policyholders is 0.5, as we can see here, and for the multi-year it's 0.2. So therefore, f of x would be 0.5 power x e power negative 0.5 over x factorial. Remember, for Poisson, the PMF is mean power x e power negative to the mean over x factorial. So here I'm replacing mean with 0.5, and similarly for the multi-year, it would be g of y equals 0.2 power y e power negative 0.2 over y factorial. And now let F be the event that a filer is a first-year policyholder, and M be the event that a filer is a multi-year policyholder, and N be the number of claims. And we have to find probability of F given N is greater than or equal to 1, because the question was to find the probability that the policyholder is a first-year policyholder, which we're calling as F, given that the policyholder reports at least one claim. So N greater than or equal to 1, N is the number of claims. So that means we have to find probability of F given N greater than or equal to 1, which by our fundamental formula would be probability of F and N greater than or equal to 1 divided by probability N greater than or equal to 1. And so N means multiplication. The top becomes probability of F times probability X greater than or equal to 1, because if it's first-year policyholder, then the number of claims for a first-year policyholder we are calling as X. So the X changes into the N changes into an X in this case. So this would be PF times PX greater than or equal to 1. And similarly, greater than or equal to 1 claims can be filed if you are a first-year policyholder and you file greater than or equal to 1 claim, or if you are a multi-year policyholder and you file greater than or equal to 1 claim. And again, and changes into multiplication for both, and the or changes into a plus. And for the multi-year policyholder, since the number of claims is y, so the n greater than or equal to 1 becomes y greater than or equal to 1 when it's a multi-year policyholder and at least one claim. And now we substitute all the values. P of f is 0.15. Probability x greater than or equal to 1 would be 1 minus probability x equals 0. So 1 minus f0. Similarly, the same thing gets repeated, plus P of m was 0.85, and then similarly probability y greater than or equal to 1 would be 1 minus probability y is equal to 0, or 1 minus g of 0. And we are given, or we have the expressions for fx and gx here. So f of 0 from here, 0.5 power 0 is 1, 0 factorial is 1. So f of 0 is just e to the negative 0.5, and g of 0 is just e to the negative 0.2. Therefore, these are the values we substitute here. And eventually this whole thing is 0.277, which is choice B.